Supporting children using the emotional processing technique. The emotional processing technique can be adapted to support children, teenagers, and young adults. When helping a young person engage in this kind of work, it's important to focus on the philosophical foundations rather than the rigid steps. My partner and I have successfully utilised parts of this process with our 2-year-old daughter. We create a safe space for her emotions even when we might perceive her actions as silly or unreasonable. First and foremost, we prioritise creating a sense of safety. This may involve getting down to her eye level, finding a quiet place, or simply holding her. We then connect with her feelings before moving on to addressing logic, lessons, or setting boundaries. Sometimes this means holding her while she cries, staying with her during a meltdown, or sitting close when she experiences sadness, shame, or guilt. We support her in identifying her feelings by giving them a name. This should be done in a way that matches their developmental stage. We make guesses about how she feels and offer options. She tells us which one best describes her emotions. Once she can identify her feelings and has time to experience them, we engage her logic to help her make sense of them and gain wisdom from her experiences. This may involve setting boundaries or rules and explaining why we do so. We can express our own emotions in the process, such as saying, "When you went near the road, Daddy felt scared. He thought a car might drive past and you could get hurt. Please stay away from the road from now on, okay?" It's not uncommon for children to need to revisit, talk about, and think about scary, adverse, or traumatic situations. Although it may seem unhelpful or repetitive from an adult perspective, this repetition is crucial for them to effectively process their traumas. Resist the urge to change the subject, belittle their feelings, or show frustration when they want to discuss it again for what feels like the 1,000th time. We experienced a situation where our daughter developed a fear of the wind after a branch fell from a tree on a windy day. This fear persisted for a few weeks and resurfaced every time it was windy. It was challenging to hold space for what seemed completely unreasonable to us. However, we talked about it and she retold the story numerous times over those weeks, gently encouraging her to embrace the fear and feel okay. Remember, trauma is subjective, and no amount of logical reasoning will bypass the subconscious safety system that tries to protect them from avoiding similar dangers. Supporting young individuals in fully experiencing their emotions is one of the most beneficial things we can do for their developing brains and emotional systems. If you're interested in learning more about supporting young people through adversity and fostering resilience, I recommend reading the book The Whole Brain Child by Dan Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson. A big thanks for giving your time and energy to my book. If you've enjoyed it and you want to read the entire book or listen to it, you can buy it for $10 via my website or via my Instagram page. The full version of this book includes a guided recording, a needs list, feelings list, a cheat sheet, and you get the opportunity to book a 30-minute mini session with me to workshop the process, all for $10. Thanks so much for your attention. Lots of love, Jake.